Well, today's video I want to do on refurbishing blades. And today it's particularly a hatchet blade. I've got the fan going in the background. It's hot in here and I need the circulation. But today I want to talk to you about this. Picked this up at an estate sale. All rusted. The back was chipped up. Handle was about that long, but the end of it was tore up. Got it home. Took out a couple nails that was holding it in and it fell out. Originally this had a chisel grind. Now it's a semi-chisel, semi-convex grind. I didn't want to leave it a true chisel, so I put a small bevel on the back side, cleaned it up, put it on a handle. This is the original handle, just shortened. I do art welding. And I've always considered my knife making and everything when I first started, when I do stuff like this, is separate from the art. And I was doing this one and I realized that's not true. I do functional art. I make lamps, furniture out of metal. Well, when I was making this, one of my options was to clean it up, make it all shiny. And I didn't want to do that. Once I got working on it, kind of started having a character of its own, and I wanted to retain that. You can go buy a brand new shiny hatchet, but this one's been around forever. It's done a lot, so I wanted to retain some of that. So as I started cleaning it up, I left a lot of the patina, left the rust in the very middle here, just kind of to remind me that this was all covered with rust at one time. The handle, I sanded it using my belt sander. And it was a light wood. I think it might be ash. So I thought, okay, I'm leaving the patina on the head. I need a special handle for it to complement that. So I got the ash cleaned up, took my MAP gas torch and kind of charred it up quite a bit. And then I got some dark walnut stain, and this is what I ended up with. And then I took the handle and put some, it's a citrus wax and other ingredients, furniture treatment, wood treatment, and I put that on the handle, covered it up. It doesn't make it real shiny, but it protects it, makes it somewhat waterproof, or it will repel water to a certain extent. This handle was, like I said, was probably about that big. I shortened it. A, it was chewed up, and B, I want a smaller hatchet I can carry on my belt. I'll do a little bit of work on top, but I will make a sheath for this, which will be an experience for me. I'm not the greatest leather worker. And start using this. I will put it up for sale with my other stuff, and at least for a while. I hope nobody buys it, or I'll just ask a price to keep people from buying it, because I want to use it for a while. And I really like the way this turned out, to the point where I'm going to start looking for blades, hatchet blades and different blades to refurbish. Make my other knives out of bed frame material and leaf springs of a car. So I thought, it's not that much, excuse me, oh man, it's hot in here. It's not that much of a leap to just take an old hatchet or axe. I thought about cutting this to a little bearded axe, but I thought, nah, it's small enough, I don't need that. I may do that with another, actually axe head. But I thought I'd do a video on this, not so much on how I did it, because there was no forge work. Grinding this, you don't want to get it too hot or you'll lose the hardness and the temper. So I just made sure it never got real hot. You can hand sand it. I used a belt sander. Saw to cut this. You can do that by hand, or you can do that with an electric power tool. It doesn't matter. It can all be done with your hands, and hand tools or to what electric you got. Doing all this sanding, I use a Harbor Freight $60 2x30 or 1x30 belt sander. They're about 60 bucks. Makes it easier. But this turned out really nice. It's really easy to do. You don't have to be a smith. You don't have to have a forge. And this turned out exceptionally well. I started this to make me one to carry with me, so I wasn't that concerned about how it looked. Got into it, started looking at it, and this is why I'm considering this more in my art than I did before, because I really took the time to figure out how much patina I wanted to leave, what I wanted to take off, and what I wanted the handle to look like. It's the same thing I do with any of my art projects. So I'm gonna be combining the two with knife making and the art projects more and more. But for just a beginner's project, because you're not having to heat this metal up, you don't want to heat it up. You're just using grinders or files or whatever you have, sandpaper or whatever you have. Just about anybody with tools on hand can do this. And this is a neat little project, and I am really happy the way it turned out. It works really nice. Well, thanks for watching.